Just when we thought we would see some kind of deal or some kind of progress made towards the U.S. China trade deal, this clearly wasn't the case. Finbarr, who does this affect most?
Well, it's worth remembering that the 10% tariff proposed by Trump, as with any tariff, is paid by the importer. So that's the US buyer of Chinese goods. Now, on this latest list of tariffs, you've got a lot of the goods, consumer goods, such as smartphones, televisions, laptops, gaming
everything
consoles.
under your Christmas tree.
Well, exactly, yes. So basically what you're going to get is that the US companies who are paying the tariff are going to pass that on to the consumer in the form of more expensive goods. So what somebody said to me this morning is this is the Trump administration officially declaring war on Christmas, meaning that the ultimate loser in this on the US side is the consumer. Now, there are also going to be, of course, losers on the Chinese side. I was speaking to some companies this morning who are very worried that they're going to lose some of their market share in the US, and also that they're not going to be able to get their goods into the US in time to avoid paying this tariff. So there's losers on both sides.
Well, Teddy, you've been watching closely on what's coming out from the Chinese side. You know, will China retaliate? What can it do?
Well, from the people we have talked to, I think we can say that China will roll out some kind of countermeasures. The first thing could be the unreliable entity list. China so far still hasn't announced any details, but they are making and preparing it. So it will make the US companies' environment in China more difficult. And also, China may be less willing to buy US agricultural products, even though it says it's willing to buy. And third, China may put some restrictions on rare earth exports.
Why are rare earth materials so important as part of trade?
Well, because it's a key material for making high-tech products such as iPhone.
So Teddy, I want to stay with you. How did we get to this stage? You know, what do you think happened in Shanghai?
Well, the Shanghai meeting this week is a symbol that both sides have resumed official negotiations, but no one actually expects they're going to make any breakthrough, even though China says it's willing to buy more US agricultural products. On the other hand, it also stresses that the purchase will be based on China's internal demand. And on the other hand, China also demands the US to lift the restrictions on Huawei.
And Finbarr, your thoughts on this?
We've heard that there weren't very substantive discussions in Shanghai. They are very high level. The US negotiating team actually left the negotiation half an hour earlier than they were supposed to. And I think everybody, sort of their expectations were measured. But it seems as though the two sides are very far apart on where they stand in terms of like how much agricultural produce China is supposed to buy from America. You know, as Teddy says, this is a real bone of contention. It seems as though that was part of the breakdown in talks, for sure.
Okay, moving on. So the next round is supposed to be in Washington. Will they go ahead or can China walk away? You know, can we expect a deal anytime soon?
Well, I think officials still want some kind of communications, but whether they will be as high profile as the Shanghai talks, it's too early to say now.
Finbarr.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they will keep talking, and I think probably that there will be another summit. We have heard that China, you know, is potentially considering walking away. We're also hearing that the US wants everything to be sewn up by September, which does seem quite unrealistic considering how far apart they are on the structural elements of the deal. One thing for sure is that people's expectations are really managed at this point. Nobody's expecting a deal anytime soon, and anything that is announced is unlikely to be like really substantive.
Well, both of you keep a close watch for us, and thank you for coming in for this discussion today.
Thank you.